No worries. So use either of those, whatever you are
Okay, sir.
comfortable. So we have Harshini, Sayoni, Ajin, and two more. Devasmita. Are we having only four people today? No worries. So we will quickly start this. And from this is from my experience as well when I was giving my uh, studio test. The studio tests are actually very interesting. When you go and sit in the examination, the time flies like this, just a click and it flies by. So I will quickly cite you that what approach you should take and what kind of probable questions, what kind of studio test questions they might be sharing with you, right? So what should be the approach first? Um, okay. So a studio test approach. Any of you guys, what is in your head? Quick, we will not take much time because we are already short on time. We late joined late. I want you guys to very quickly in two lines tell me what is a studio test for you guys. I want to understand very quick. Let's start with Sayoni. Uh, I can't hear you. Can you speak up loud?
To know the material handling.
Material handling. Okay. And what more?
They want to check us presence of mind.
Correct. And they will also look into your creative abilities. Okay. So these are some of the things which we will look into. So just look at the screen for a few minutes. So what is the studio approach that NID looks into, right? So what is the paper format, what it consists of majorly, right? You will look into the creative ability test. They can give you to draw some questions, not even ask to do a 3D modeling, exactly like the prelims. And they can do a 3D modeling as well. So they can give you a combination of creative ability test and 3D modeling. They might ask you that draw this concept and then make a 3D model out of that as well, right? So this can be one. Another approach also what they take, the papers are divided generally into 2 or 3 parts, right? Each part might be 50 minutes each, right? And in some, NID is actually very, very creative when they are conducting a studio test. They might even ask you to go around the campus, come within 10 minutes, and just draw what you saw, right? First example. Second example, they can put up a projector and they can play some music and they will ask you to just draw what is this music. Or they can tell you that what is the sensory things which is coming to your head when you hear this music. Just draw this, right? They can show you some like they can play a sound and they can ask you what this sound is about, right? Or what comes to your head when this sound is played, right? So they are very, very extremely creative in these regards. It's not a test which is exactly like just copy paper and even 3D modeling. They go beyond this one. So the examples which I was telling you, it is something like that. They can maybe sometimes ask you to just draw your emotion. What would you draw out of that, right? So they do this. And some departments in NID actually they are expert in these things, doing these things. That's why NID is very, very creative when they are organizing a studio test. So the third one is basically that one. I'm not noted it here, but the third one could be that. But it comes in the creative ability test only, right? What NID expects out of you in a studio test. So first of all, guys, congratulations that you've made the prelims and now you're going for the studio test. It's a lot of filtration which already happens for going to the studio test. So what they expect out of. See, an ID studio test is very different when we are talking about another institutes which we compare them, right? If we look into our institute like NIFT and let's NID, so the difference is that NIFT looks majorly into aesthetics, right? The things which you make should be really beautiful. But NID looks into aesthetics as well as there is an addition. The addition is that aesthetics plus functionality, how the thing is functioning, or what is the concept behind the model which you are making or the solution you are suggesting. So this is what NID expects in a nutshell. right? How do they do marking? What is the criteria? Anyone quickly wants to go on this? I hope you guys would be having something in your mind. Devasmita, who would like to take this? Very quick one. How do you think that they do the marking? What they want to look into your drawing or in your model which you have made?
Out of box ideas
That is one.
and how much the model is like like functional and like I don't know.
Yeah, another is the functionality. Another is what is your concept? How out of the box you have thought basically. Another is how clearly you have made the model. Even making a model is a craft, right? That if you can make it very kind of, you can spoil a lot of Fevicol over there, and then you can make it, or some person can actually make it as clean as if the Fevicol is not visible at all, right? So they do the marking on these also. But NID mostly looks into what is the thinking process behind this. The model might not like as beautiful as it can be, but that is the secondary. First thing they look into is that what is the concept, what is the functionality, why have you made this model in certain way, right? So these are some criteria at which these people basically do the marking, right? They don't care many times that how beautiful it is looking, but how creative it is. That is one of the major criteria that they look into, right? So this is a studio approach that what NID looks into. Now we will quickly go into one model making, and we will also share a feedback on this one. This is a kind of a demo model making exercise, which studio test can actually, these type of questions might come, right? Here we have to even go beyond the functionality, right? And how you think exactly out of the box, how even you interpret one thing which is in your head, right? So let's start this. We will have 50 minutes. I will give you 1 hour basically, because there is a little bit extra of question I have added. 50 minutes for the model making and 10 minutes for the sketching, right? And both are very important. Those don't miss, or you will be losing marks on them. So what are the materials which are provided? That is clay. It can be white color. For now, use any colors if you want. I don't have any problem with that. That is based on the availability. So white color clay, 10 marbles, 10 metal wire, toothpicks, a small can be 5, large can be 5, and cardboard, hard paper. You can use A4 for now, or any hard paper you can use. So what is the task? You have time is 1 hour. I will put on timer as well. And create your own concept of the universe. Now, I told you, an idea can be a lot more creative, a thing which you would not have thought they can give you as a question. So create your own concept of the universe. Imagine and design what the universe means to you. It can take any form, shape, or structure that you feel represents it best. So what are the instructions? Develop a unique concept sketch that visually express your idea of the universe, right? So it's a universe. Don't make anything like a universe can actually be anything, right? But you have to make universe, galaxy, or whatever comes to your mind. Write a short description explaining your concept, why you chose that form, what it represents, and how it captures your vision of the universe. Based on your sketch, create a 3D model to bring your concept to life. So guys, this is the question. First of all, going before this question, making this, doing this 3D modeling exercise, which might mimic exactly like the studio test. Do you guys have any question about the studio test? Any confusions, anything before going for the studio test? You guys have any doubt?
Sir, because NID usually asks very different questions each time, is there always a guarantee that you will get the chance to do a write-up?
See, that will be clearly written in the instruction, first of all. If they want you to do the both thing, do it, right? Let's say if they ask you only to do a 3D modeling, but they will give you a rough sketch area on the paper. Don't leave it. It is not given for just to leave it, right? It's for some reason. They actually open it and they check it. right? So whenever there is a dedicated rough part as well given, you draw on it. Draw your concept first over there, and write some things that why that concept. So here in the question, it clearly asks you to write a short description explaining your concept, why you chose that form, what it represents, and how it captures your vision of the universe, right? So every time I have been telling you guys that read the instructions very properly when they write it. That is written for a reason. But if there is a space provided, draw something over there, which is your concept. Write something as your concept over there. Ajim, Devasmita, so any questions you have?
Suppose my question is not related to this. So suppose if there is some question of some regularly used things like a holder or something. So like it should be unique, or we can even make that everyday objects which we see usually.
Can you repeat your question? I'm not able to hear you very clearly.
Okay, so my question is not related to this thing. So my question is, like if we get some other things in the 3D modeling, right? Any holder or hanger or some anything. So the thing or games, even games. So it should be like existing thing, or we have to make completely a unique or a very different thing.
Make it a unique one. That is my first answer, right? Because they have given this question so that what uniqueness you can bring, first thing. Another thing, many times we don't know how to make a very unique thing. In that time, make a usual one, but add something extra to it, right? So yeah, that is first part is make it unique. Second part is if you don't get any idea, then make it usual one, but don't leave it. That is totally no, right? Yes. Ajim, Devasmita, any question before we proceed for this one?
Sir, always like मतलब तब हम लोग प्रेजेंट लाइक बहुत ज्यादा टेंशन होगा उस समय मे बी बहुत आउट ऑफ बॉक्स क्वेश्चन आ जाए तो हमेशा क्या लाइक हमको आउट ऑफ बॉक्स से आंसर देना पड़ेगा व्हाट इफ वो चीज एग्जिस्टिंग और स्टिल हम उसको बना दे सो
Yeah,
लाइक
same question which Sayoni asked. See, it's not important कि every time कि हमारे दिमाग में एक यूनिक आइडिया आ जाएगा. No, right? See, एग्जाम में don't panic at all. वहां पे कोई नहीं देखता है. So no one is watching what you are doing, right? So first thing, if you can make a unique idea, it's really really good to do that. Second is कि अगर आपको नहीं आ रहा है तो यूजुअल चीज बनाओ आप, थोड़ा सा उसमें क्रिएटिविटी ऐड करो, how it could be. And but another thing is that don't leave that question कि वो नहीं आ रहा है मुझे, I will leave this. Don't do that, right?
और एक
And Mhm.
सर अगर हम लोग चीजें सिंपल बनाए लेकिन वो जो भी क्वेश्चन है वो उसको फुलफिल कर रही है तो वो चलता है क्या?
It is okay, yeah. But NID looks for a very unique and creative idea. So that is one of the criteria. That's what I told you in the beginning, right? Try to stretch it as much as you can, right? But don't panic in the examination. वहाँ पे कोई नहीं देखता है. And like there are 50, 100 people who are sitting and one invigilator is there. He has no time or she has no time to come and see what you are doing, right? So don't worry about that. Just be yourself and do the task. Okay, guys, so I will put on the timer and
Sir, just
we will.
another
Mhm.
question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, I was wondering for NID in general, they say aesthetics aren't as important. So I was wondering, for instance, we are given paper cups or something. So if we're doing something with a paper cup, in NIFT, we cannot just leave it as a paper cup. We'd have to wrap this in paper so it looks neater. But in NID, if the functionality is there, then would we still, because all this printing, it doesn't look aesthetic, but the functionality would still be there. In NID, would we be required to do all that wrapping, etc., since it's a short time, or is it fine if we leave it as is?
See, if you have time, do the wrapping. If you don't have time, in any case, in NID or at NIFT, leave it. Right? But even at NID, they also do care for the aesthetics. Don't think that they don't care. right? NID standards are way high when it comes to aesthetics, right? Uh, it totally depends. See, first thing you work on the aesthetics and not the aesthetics, but the functionality, and then look little bit into the aesthetics as well, right? So they do look for the this thing, functionality first, and why you have done the thing that way, right? That is their core. So we can't say anything to that, and the competition is so high that they look into that very much, right? So guys, let's start this one. I hope you guys are ready with your material and all the things which you have. We will quickly start drawing it, and we will have a feedback session as well. So in 10 minutes, you guys need to draw the concept and then take your 50 minutes to make the model. See, over here, another thing is that I am telling you that you have the total time is 1 hour. You can actually do a half an hour of the sketching, and you can use half an hour to do the modeling. It's up to you, right? So use 1 hour totally to make the model, right? So I will start the timer, guys. It's 5:30 already, and
Sir, do we need to color the sketch also?
you can do that. See, that's what I'm telling you, that you have 1 hour. You can do whatever it takes for you to do in that 1 hour. You do give a lot of time on the sketching. You can give a lot of time just on the model. So this timer is started, right? If you guys have any question in between, I will for this, because we are conducting it for doubt solving. Just ask the question in between. Yeah, guys, can you see the screen or not? People who joined right now, Pomni, Rania, you have already joined, right? Can you guys start with the one who joined right now? Can you guys start with the freedom modeling exercise, the studio test one?
I'm on my way back from the center, so as soon as I get back, I'll continue with the model.
Okay, you can take a screenshot and do share it on the WhatsApp group when you're done. But do it in exactly in 1 hour. As in a studio test, we can't give more time than that. And Pawnee,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I can't hear you. Okay, you have texted over you. Please take a screenshot and do it, send it on the group. But do you have any questions regarding how to approach the studio test, or any confusions you have, any doubts you have?
सर ये क्ले का कितना क्ले मिलेगा, मतलब उधर पे कितना ज्यादा क्ले मिलेगा?
प्ले जो है वो क्वेश्चन के अकॉर्डिंग पे वो लोग मतलब एडिक्वेट देते हैं। तो आपको 4-5 छोटे छोटे क्यूब्स जो होंगे ना, इतने बड़े बड़े, कैन यू सी दिस, ये
यस सर, यस सर।
तो ऐसा 4 या 5 आप ले लो। इट वुड बी लाइक 2 by 2 इंचेस, थोड़ा बड़ा भी हो सकता है। एक्चुअली में वो काफी ज्यादा देते हैं, उसमें आपको बच भी जाए। मतलब
और सर
अगर
ये
वो है,
ये जो मटेरियल जो वो लोग प्रोवाइड करते हैं, इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि जितना मटेरियल दिया, मतलब वो लोग का इरादा क्या है कि जितना मटेरियल है उतना का प्रॉपर यूज होना चाहिए, या फिर वो लोग इसलिए देते हैं ताकि तुम लोग इसमें से जो चीज तुम्हारा आइडिया पे जो सूट करता है वो वाला को चूज करके बनाओ, ऐसे देते हैं, या फिर इससे इसका पूरा यूज करना ही है करके मतलब ऐसे देते हैं?
Good question. I'm expecting these type of questions. See, स्टूडियो टेस्ट में दे कैन, अभी तो मैंने आपको वन ही एग्जांपल दिया है कि आप ये बनाओ कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ यूनिवर्स, राइट? उसमें वो लोग 2 या 3 ऑप्शंस दे सकते हैं, ठीक है? एंड मटेरियल सेट एक ही रहेगा, वो तीनों के लिए 3 चेंज नहीं होगा, एक ही मटेरियल सेट होगा। वो बोलेंगे आइदर इसको बना लो या दूसरे क्वेश्चन को बना लो, ठीक है? बट व्हाट दे वांट यू टू यूटिलाइज सारे मटेरियल्स में से, हर मटेरियल में से आपको कुछ ना कुछ उठाना है। ऐसा नहीं है कि आपने, उन्होंने 5 मटेरियल्स दिए हैं तो आपने केवल 4 को ही यूज किया और 5वां छोड़ दिया, ऐसा नहीं करना है। यूज 5 आउट ऑफ 5, ठीक है? और सारे में से ऑलमोस्ट 50% से ज्यादा को यूज करो आप, ठीक है? और उसमें से मटेरियल को वेस्ट मत करो। जैसे पेपर है, आप उसको बहुत सारा कट करके थ्रो भी कर सकते हो, राइट? वो आप मत करना, वो बिल्कुल ही नहीं होना चाहिए, नहीं तो उसके लिए वो थोड़ा मार्क्स काटते हैं। लेकिन अगर मान लीजिए कि आपके पास 5 मटेरियल्स हैं तो 5 में से 50-50% यूज होना ही चाहिए। अगर आप उसको 70% यूज करते हो तो बहुत ही अच्छा है, वेरी गुड। जैसे अगर मान लो कि आप, उन्होंने आपको, आई एम जस्ट गिवन एग्जांपल, कि उन्होंने 5 A4 शीट दिया है तो उसमें से आप 4 तो यूज करो ही करो पूरी तरह से।
ठीक है सर।
या
So could you repeat that question and the answer in English? Because I don't follow Hindi.
ओके, नो वरीज। So Arshini, what he asked is that, like, let's say that they have given how much, first of all, how much materials they give. First thing. Another thing is that, uh, like, do we need to utilize each and every material, and do we need to utilize all material? That is 100%. Okay. Did you get the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the answer to that is, you have to utilize, let's say they have given 5 options, utilize from each 5, you have to utilize something. It's not that out of 5 you utilize 4 only and you are leaving the 5th one totally untouched. Don't do that. Okay. And another thing is that when you utilize 5 out of 5 materials, utilize at least more than 50%. Okay. Did you get that?
Okay, so 5 out of 5 isn't, for example, in this particular question, we'll have to use all the clay, the marbles, both kinds of toothpicks, and the cardboard.
Yes, yes. So let's say there is a lot of clay which is given to you, and you are thinking that only a little bit of will be utilized, but use more than, let's say they have given 4 cubes of clay. I'm just giving an example. Utilize at least 3 clay out of that. If there is 10 marbles, utilize at least 8 marbles. Okay. Toothpicks, 5 each, utilize at least 3 from both sizes. Cardboard, hard paper, if they have given 5, utilize 4 or 3 at least. Got it?
So right now I don't have access to that much clay. So is it fine with just
Don't
one
worry,
size?
don't worry for now. Don't worry for now. But in the examination, when in the studio test, when they will be giving equal set of material to everyone. So they expect everyone to utilize all the materials, right?
Okay, so also for things like paper, will everyone get the same color of paper or will that vary, sir?
Yes. No, they will
Same
give
colors.
exactly same.
Okay, sir.
They will even try to match it. If they have given 100 GSM to you, it will be 100 GSM to everyone. Not someone will be getting 200 GSM. Not someone will be getting just 100 GSM. It's same material, same size, same color, exactly same. Nothing is changed.
Okay, sir.
And also, I think I missed something in the first question. Uh, I had answered it to Ajin, but I just missed it. But it's not, I think I have covered almost everything. Ajim, you understood, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, great. Also, when 20 minutes reaches, I will remind you guys. By the way, it's 15 minutes already passed. If you guys didn't realize how much time how the time is actually flying. Actually, do you have another question? I see your hand is raised.
No, sir, I just forgot to look.
Also, guys, another things, I'm just telling you in the beginning, your desk should be very, very neat and clean at the end of uh, the studio test. It's not that you just cut paper, cut wire, and just throw it here and there. No, just keep it in very one place, like it is an organized garbage kind of thing. Be very, very particular about that because they cut your marks for that as well.
So actually, I wanted to ask about that. Is it fine if in that time that they will it like right as the time ends, will you immediately be sent out, or will you have like a couple minutes wherein you can organize your desk space a bit more? Because I always work really messily, but I clean up at the end usually.
See, what I have seen is that they will give you like 5 minutes after the studio test ends. That is a leverage, or that is a basically, this doesn't happen with competitions. They will give you almost 5 minutes after the studio test ends that please organize everything and then leave the class.
Okay.
Yeah, but I am not, it depends on the invigilator also, right? It is not a written rule. The invigilator, if the invigilator wants to give that 5 minutes, then only they will give. Or else they will just ask you to leave after the studio test is over. So basically, like, just reserve 5 minutes in the end to make your workstation clean, just to be on the safer side. Okay. For me, what had happened, I had actually cleaned the table before the studio test ended, and later we got 5 minutes also. So I was thinking, why did I do it in my studio test time? But let's say that if they had not given that time, I would have to leave it messy, and that mess would have um, costed me few marks, at least 1 or 2 marks they would cut.
So one thing I wanted to ask about NID in general is I've heard that NID Andhra Pradesh is not that well maintained. Is that true, sir?
See, some of the NIDs which are working, all the NIDs are working really hard right now. There is no doubt in that. People just keep uh, like these are also a little bit of new centers, but they are as good as any another NID. So don't worry about that. Because what happens, the professors who are teaching at NID Ahmedabad and NID Bangalore or Gandhinagar, they only visit there most of the time to teach you. So it's not that there is something which is different, which is being created. It's not like that. There may be people who could be misleading or doing something. But don't worry about that. See, personally, I have seen my professors who go there and then they teach, they come back, right? And this similar thing keeps happening from another centers. Does that answer your question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Don't worry about these things. An idea is like an idea. Hey guys, 20 minutes are over. You guys have more 40 minutes.
So which type of color should we carry in watercolor?
Yeah, I suggest do not carry watercolors in studio test, or don't use watercolors at all. Use pencil colors, sketch pens, and all these. But watercolor, why I tell you, and why even at NID they don't want you to carry these colors, so that it can actually spoil your every model at all, right? Like let's say that you are using a watercolor and it just falls on your paper. It will spoil the whole paper, and you will be kind of disqualified. They won't kind of they disqualify those kind of things. It's kind of, let's say, even be very very cautious when you are using a Fevicol, that the whole Fevicol doesn't spoil your paper, right? It might stick the paper to each other. Then how would the invigilator check it? So try not carrying watercolor, but carry a sketch pens, or we have brush pens these days, which are really good. We have pencil colors, wax colors. You can. I don't think that it's a good idea to even carry a pastel color, because you will need fixative to fix it, which takes a lot of time, kind of thing. Which is not very very valuable for the studio test. So the first thing is that don't carry a watercolor. Carry some alternates for that.
So in place of pastel, we can use oil pastel.
You can use oil paste. The only thing is that it should not spoil your paper, right? Because for watercolors, you will need water and a container and a brush, which is also a time-taking process in your examination, right?
So, can we use
Go
glue
ahead.
for this question?
You can use glue, yes. So guys, in your studio test, carry the materials which was mentioned over there. That is pen, pencil, uh, metal scale. Take a paper cutter, uh, the one which we have, what we call cutting board, mat, with what we have, colors, sketch pens, all these things. Carry with yourself. Fevicol is one of those. Carry a Feb stick as well. Keep these things with you. Carry a stapler as well, right? Carry all those things. When they see that before entering, you can't take these particular things inside the hall, you keep it outside the hall, but carry with yourself. Okay. Only if you want to carry a watercolor, carry it. But if they see that particularly don't use a watercolor, don't use it. If they don't say, you can carry it inside as well. But be very, very cautious that when you are using it, you should not spoil the paper. The only thing is that you should not spoil the paper. That's it.
Okay, sir.
Right. But you want to carry it to the this thing.
At least I was preferring for oil pastel because it will take less time.
Yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
So what will be the size of the model in general?
See, you don't need to make it too big. Uh, make it like not bigger than 4 by 4 inches. In this one, the particular one, the one which I have given it to you.
Okay.
If it is a paper model, you can make it 10 by 10 inch. 10 by 10 inch, like uh, bigger than a notebook. It can be equal to, don't make any models bigger than an A4 sheet paper. Try to keep it as big as A4 or something.
Sir,
Can be small as well.
Uh-huh.
The model can be small as well, like
It
less
can be
than
small
A4.
as well. Yes. Yeah, Ajim.
सर मेरा पास ना ये कोई भी मटेरियल्स नहीं है, जैसे कि क्ले नहीं है, मार्बल नहीं है, और वायर भी नहीं है, साथ साथ टूथपिक टूथपिक है, कार्डबोर्ड भी नहीं है, तो मतलब ये सब नहीं है, पर हम वो आइडिएशन तो मतलब वो स्केच तो बना चुके हैं, पर मतलब ये सब मटेरियल नहीं है अभी, तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं?
नो वरी, अभी के लिए आप वो जो आइडिएशन आपने बनाया है हम उस पर क्विकली डिस्कस कर लेंगे, लेकिन इसको मॉडल को एक बार आप खरीद कर या अरेंज करके एक बार बना लेना, ठीक है, जाने से पहले।
ठीक है सर, ठीक है सर।
ठीक है, आई वॉन्ट यू टू मेक इट बिकॉज आप मैं चाहता हूँ कि आप उसको बनाओ, क्योंकि और उसको आप 50 मिनट्स के अंदर बनाना, ठीक है। आपको पता चलेगा कि क्या क्या न्यूएंसेस हैं उसको बनाने में। बहुत सारी क्वेश्चंस आएंगे, जैसे आप देख रहे हो ना सब कोई पूछ रहे हैं जैसे क्वेश्चंस, वैसे आपके दिमाग में आएंगे क्वेश्चंस। कितना बड़ा बनाना है, क्यों उतना ही बड़ा बनाना है, काइंड ऑफ। क्योंकि आप मतलब अगर मैंने आपको बोल दिया कि आप A4 के पेपर साइज का यूनिवर्स बनाओ तो आपका तो प्ले ही खत्म हो जाएगा। तो आपको डिसीजन लेना है, सो यू हैव टू टेक अ डिसीजन दैट व्हाट विल बी द साइज ऑफ माय यूनिवर्स। लिमिटेड इट शुड बी, you should be able to make an estimate in your head that this clay it can make this big model only, right? It won't be able to make a A3 size model, right? क्योंकि उसमें बहुत मटेरियल लगेगा, जो मटेरियल आपका कम हो जाएगा, तो आपका फिर स्टूडियो टेस्ट जो है वो खतरे में पड़ेगा, राइट? Harshini, did you get this what I was telling?
No, sir.
Okay. So what I was telling is that how big you should make the model. So I am telling that you should be able to estimate that the material which has been provided to you, that let's say four clays are provided. So you can't make a A4 size universe, right? It should be small, which you should be able to estimate that in this uh, four plays, how much big should the model be, right? It can be equal to your palm only, right? So make it as big as that. Don't make it too big. So you should be able to estimate that in the provided model, in the provided material, what should be the size of my model. It's very critical thing. Because what will happen? You will run out of material, right? And you won't be able to complete it. You will be like, oh, I should have gotten more materials. No, everyone has gotten exactly same amount of material, right? Make sense?
But
Yeah.
So how much time left?
33 minutes.
सर ये स्केच तो कंप्लीट हो गया था सर।
ठीक है जी, आप मतलब आप अगर कोई दूसरा मॉडल अभी बनाना चाहते हो हाफ एन आवर में पेपर या कुछ यूज करके आप बना लो, ठीक है। जस्ट अजी डू वन थिंग, आप बस मुझे दो अभी तो आप दो नहीं बना पाओगे, आपके पास पेपर है, राइट?
ये सर।
ठीक है, आप मुझे एक सिलेंडर और एक क्यूबॉइड बस बना के वो करो जल्दी से।
यस सर।
आई वांट टू सी कि आपका उस पर भी हम फिर फीडबैक देंगे ताकि लोगों को भी पता है। आप फेविकॉल यूज कर सकते हो, ठीक है। या जी, आप कुछ बोल रहे
नहीं सर, वही पूछे कर रहा था सर कि ग्लू यूज करना कि नहीं करना।
हो? यूज फेविकॉल, यूज फेविस्टिक, whatever you like.
sir, generally when they give clay in the studio test, do they give quick drying clay or the kind that dries over 24 hours?
It will dry like in 4 or 5 hours. What I
But
have,
will still be sticky by the time you're done.
yes, you can redo it like within the time of the studio test. It won't dry as quick as like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. No, it will dry in 5 or 6 hours. Like that is a high chance that you will get those clay. But let's say that they have given you a clay which dries within 5 minutes, then it's you have to take very tough decisions. Like your models will be made in one go. You don't have the chance to uh like do any mishappenings or something, right?
Will you be able to ask the invigilator about the kind of
For the kind of
Play, like as in how long it will dry for, how fast it will dry.
No, they won't tell you these things. They won't even answer these things at all.
You will have
It's
to
up to
estimate.
you. Yeah, you have to estimate. See, when you touch the material, you will come to know that how much time it will take to dry, right?
To an extent.
Yeah, you will be able to figure it out. But the very high chance is that they will give you, which will take at least 5 to 6 hours to dry. That is the highest chance. But just be ready that if they give you clay which dries within 5 minutes, then you have to be very, very prepared. Hey guys, only one thing which I have been telling you from in the previous classes as well. Be very, very quick. Now, right now, you guys would be understanding that point, right? That okay, half an hour is almost gone. You could have done it more better and very quick one. So be very quick. You still have half an hour. Is everyone in the call doing the task, right? Who are not doing? Manju, did you join very recently? Himangi, are you doing the task? because we have last 20 minutes.
Last
20 minutes. Last 15 minutes, guys.
Sir, sir, just a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, as I'm using plastics and clay, so it gets dirty very easily. So, how to prevent that? Because if while using glue, while using any other material, or even keeping it on the desk, the plastics and clay gets dirty very easily.
Can you show me what is happening? What was the question?
Basically, it was orange color, but now slowly and slowly it's getting like very dirty. And I'm saying that Um, sir, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
No. So I was saying that I am using plastic and clay now, so it gets dirty very easily. So how to prevent that?
See, for that you need to first of all keep your hands clean, and then when you are starting, your surroundings should also be clean, the table and desk, right? And be very careful that during using a clay, what are you touching there? So you have to be very conscious about that thing. Also, in the clay, don't worry when it gets a little dirty because it's the nature of the clay to get little dirty, right? But don't make it like from white it should become black. Don't do that, right? But so the good thing is that keep your hands clean, right? And hands clean means don't let it get sweaty. Keep a handkerchief and all, and keep like wiping your hands with that. Okay, carry these things. So you guys are making a note that what I am saying, right? Carry a handkerchief. Carry what are the materials you need to carry, right? Do those things, or carry a tissue paper. Maybe they won't allow you. I think carrying a handkerchief is more easy. They won't say anything about carrying a handkerchief. But it's when you are using a clay, keeping your hands clean are very important.
So,
Mhm.
like I didn't have the material, so I created it digitally. Can I share?
You created it digitally, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We will let everyone complete it and then we will discuss on that. We have last 8 minutes, guys. 8, 8.
And sir, is it okay to color the model with the color pencil to decorate it?
You can even use what we say uh, brush pens, which are there. That's why I was telling you carry brush pens because they are very agile and you can do anything with that. Very good material.
Sir, in NIFT, drawing on the model or writing is not allowed. So in NID, it's allowed.
Don't write names or something. You
Yeah.
can you can color it a little bit. Don't write anything. Especially don't write names, right? You can give an annotation that what it is, but don't write names. They don't stop you to kind of totally write anything. They stop you to write the names, basically.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. You
तो
can
सर
color
उधर
a
पे
model, right?
तो सर उधर पे
Well,
वो मेजरमेंट का वो सब लाइन में तो मतलब इतना तो खींच सकता है ना सर?
हाँ, वो रहेगा, don't worry. Just that as soon as you write your name, then you will be disqualified. So
So like we
don't
can
write
write
names.
numbers, sir. We have to create any game, so we can write numbers directly from
Yes,
cell.
yes, you can do.
Okay.
You can decorate it as well. Decorate means you need to color it. You can do that. You can use brush pens and paper, what we say, pencil colors, sketch pens. We can do that.
So for instance, if we want to make like stripes or something, do we only have to like cut out paper strips and paste, or can we just draw them?
See, because it's a studio test, it should be 3D. The best approach is to cut and paste, right? If you don't have time, then draw it.
Okay, sir.
Last 4 minutes, guys. I hope you all are done. Last 2 minutes. Last 30 seconds, guys. Okay, guys, time's up. Everyone, just click a photo and paste it on the group. I hope you all are done, right? We will quickly share feedback on that.
Just send in the chat box.
Yes, yes. Your drawing and model, both. Let's put it in the group, guys. Quick. Stop walking now. So guys, everyone please switch on your cameras, okay? And the first question is that, how did you guys feel the 1 hour? Did you feel that it was 1 hour or was the time shortened? Yeah, guys, quick reactions. And what are the doubts you have now? After 1 hour is done, were you thinking that, oh, I should have gotten more 5 or 10 minutes, I could be able to do it? Or the time was less or more? What are your reactions? Were you able to do what exactly you wanted
Time
to
is
do?
definitely not more.
Yeah, it will happen exactly like this. So guys, do you have any reactions on this? What is happening? Do you have any questions before we
Yes,
go
so
into
definitely
feedback?
question.
Mhm.
So my question is, like if this happened today, so similar thing will happen. Like we will panic. Definitely, we are going to panic. कितना भी कंट्रोल करे, तो तभी उतना हम लोग को मतलब यूनिक चीज से तो आएंगे नहीं दिमाग में, ऑब्वियसली कॉमन चीजें ही ज्यादा आएंगे, तो वो तभी चल जाएगा क्या?
Don't worry about that. As like if you are able to complete a model which is in your head,
मोटिव सॉल्व कर रहे तो
yes, it will work. Don't worry about that. Yeah. But again, I will say what I repeated in the last thing. Try to make it unique. But second thing is that if you are not able to get an ideas, don't leave the question. Make a normal one with some incremental ideas in that, right? Because if you leave it, you panic and leave it, you think that, oh, something new is not coming to my head. That doesn't happen. Like novel winners take decades to bring something new, right? It's not easy, right? So don't worry about that. Don't panic because no one is watching you there. Everyone is like doing their own tasks. You don't have time to watch someone else. Someone else don't have time to watch you. That, oh, what are you doing? You have done the best one. I have not. I'm not able to do the best one. It doesn't happen like this. Like right now, how you saw 1 hour flew, like 3 hours actually flies like that, right? You won't even remember who is sitting on your right or on your left. Even you won't care who is sitting, right? No one watches you because everyone wants to get that one seat at NID, right? Everyone gives their best. So no one watching you. Be yourself. Do the best.
अबाउट द मटेरियल्स, लाइक आपने बोला जैसे 50% के ऊपर तो यूज होने ही चाहिए, लेकिन अगर हमने हर एक जो भी मटेरियल है वो थोड़ा थोड़ा यूज किया, हम लोग के मॉडल के हिसाब से उतना यूज नहीं है उसका, तो भी कंसिडरेबल है ना?
Yes. Don't worry about it. The idea is that you should be able to utilize the material, right? I hope everyone has shared their sketches and models. No one is working, right? Okay, so we will quickly start with this, with Sionis. And Sion, you have pasted the model as well, right? Nice.
Sir, I shared on the group where
Yeah, I saw that. We will present it quickly. Okay. Okay, this you have taken as note model making games of the universe. Okay, this is really good. Yeah, this is way better than what I was thinking, Sioni. Right? You have written a line about here as well, and this is your model, right?
यस सर.
Yeah. So what are the things which you don't have right now in the list, in the material?
मार्बल.
Marble. And you had this thing, what we call it, toothpicks.
Yeah, toothpicks and bamboo sticks. Like I use bamboo sticks instead of the big toothpick.
So here you have
वो
used,
मैंने
right?
insert किया है सारे मॉडल.
Great. So you have done this one, and what you had written in. this, the simple rule of universe, everything is a cycle which keeps repeating, while I think of universe is really good concept, very good concept. So the good things, I think these all are really good actually. Only one thing you could do is that again, just writing what is this, maybe here, like drawing a line and writing what is this. And what is, see, you can write here that she is thinking that the universe is like this. This is like her thought process, right? And who are these and what is this and this. So by line, so this only one thing is missing. And maybe one or two color pencils you can use quickly to sketch the pants or something, little bit of the colors here and there. What exactly color are coming over here, something like this, if you will be able to do it with this one, it will be really,
Only
really
the
good.
main object. Color only the main object.
Yeah,
तो
yeah,
कितना
yeah.
टाइम होगा पूरा कलर?
Just थोड़ा सा उठाया और हल्का हल्का बस कलर कर दिया. Not like it would take not hardly more than 2 minutes, right? You can do a reverse engineering. You have done this and you are just watching at this. Okay, this is orange color, इसको थोड़ा orange कर दिया. This is red, this को red कर दिया. So I will be, when I'm looking at this one and this one, I will be able to relate it, right? So be very particular about a studio test in this situation. People will try to look into this and they will look into your model that which material is there, right? Very important, but really good approach, really good. I'm highly impressed by this, right?
Thank you, sir.
Do these little improvements and this is very unique and creative one. So don't think that you're not creative. Even I would not think in this regard, right? You have given a very good metaphor to it, right? Very good. So we'll go to the next one. Okay, so who is next? Rania. This is okay, great. Okay, Rania. So this is as so above below. Okay, and where is the write-up for this one? Rania?
Sir, I'm just sending it now.
Okay, you had already written it within 1 hour, or are
Yes,
you
yes,
writing
sir.
it?
So I was in the car, right? So I didn't
No
have.
worries, no worries. But you don't, you didn't make the 3D of this one, is it?
Sir, it's halfway done.
Okay, got it. So I will suggest you that you take a attempt, take a 1 hour and exactly how it did. Please do that and send it on the group. Okay, I will wait for that.
Okay, sir.
And also, for you guys, I also saw your previous sketches. Highly impressed by that. Okay, just again, just add a little colors to it. No one has used a color. I saw, right? So use colors in that. Is this? So this, whose is this one?
So mine.
Pavani. Okay,
Pavani,
Pavani,
yes.
you made it on the mobile or something?
Yes, sir. Actually, I didn't add any materials.
Okay, okay, no worries. You can also take 1 hour at your home and do exactly how you are doing. Okay. I will again wait for yours, this thing.
Yes.
And we have this. Okay, so this is Devasmita, right? Yeah, this is good. This is really good that you have drawn 1 or 2 concepts. So, Sayoni, everyone, look into this, how she has done this one. Use this. You would be having some ideas in your head. You would have drawn somewhere, I know. Draw it on the main page, okay? This is really good that how this, I think the concept she is making is coming out really well. There is a brain and it is everything is controlling like this. We think that God, is it God or God? Is it God, right? Really good, really good concept, right? Let's see how you have done. And you have used the colors as well, really good. And then CS. Okay, I was expecting something. Really good one, yeah. Again, highly impressed with this one. Yeah. You have used papers as well, and these you guys have almost used. So thread was not mentioned in this one, Smita, but how
सर
how did you
आई डोंट हैव लाइक वायर, अदरवाइज मैं वायर से ही ये
got it?
चीज करती.
Okay, makes sense, right? And that this everything is a clay or on the top, right? This
Yeah, this is clay.
okay, and these are okay, the hard sheet. And what you have made out this out of?
Like
The
bamboo stick, and I wrap it with a paper, like a tree
paper.
kind of
Good,
structure.
great, really good. Doing very good. Yeah, keep these up. I'm highly impressed by this as well. You guys are already creative. I was thinking that you guys have already made the benchmark so high. So, you guys, okay, Ajim, your drawings are good as usual. Use some colors and do make a model out of this one and send it on the group, please. Okay. But who is left more? Did
Sir,
you provide
I
feedback?
haven't sent mine in yet because my phone ran out of storage. I'm trying to clear space to take pictures, sir.
No worries. You can send it on the group. Okay. We discussed about Sayoni. There was the Rania. This was Rania right now or Harshini.